Hey guys, it's Chrissy with Chrissy's Candles, and I'm back to today make my birthday cake emulsified sugar scrub. And I'm glad you're watching, and it won't take that long because once you start it's a time sensitive thing because it gets thick. It's not the same as the regular sugar scrub with the oil on the top and then you kind of mix it a little bit. This is going to be a little more incorporated, so stay tuned. Okay, here I have a mixture of my hard oils or butters. I got some shea butter in there. I got, what's the other one? It's a shea butter, olive oil in this one. I'm sorry. Shea butter in this one. Stearic acid. Some people get afraid because they hear the word acid, but actually stearic acid comes from like a vegetable type mixture. It's not something that burns you or hurts you or anything like that. It's actually good for you. We got some Echo soy wax in there, and that simply also helps with emulsification and stuff like that, and a good coat on the skin. And over here on the far, I have my 30 ounces of sugar. I chose not to use salt because sometimes, you know, with shaving and things like that involved, you can actually, you know, burn yourself, you know, after the razor hits you, and then you go in with salt and start scrubbing your legs. So this is a little more gentle. I'm just going to mix everything up and see where I'm at with everything. Because like I said, I let it sit a little while before I even started taping because the temperatures matter. Like I said, it's very time sensitive. So let's check these temperatures real quick. Like that's 101 and that's 73. But I have to blend these together, so what I'm looking for is something around 85. Now this is going to get a little gelatinous on me, and it's going to seem like it's not going to mix, but it's going to mix. You just have to keep stirring. And I tell anybody that's making anything that has been weighed, you might think, oh, well, it's time to put the bowl down. No, scrape it, get all your product out. Because remember, you weighed that. So you don't want to mess around and not have it in there. And I know my gloves don't match, y'all, but I had to do what I had to do. I wanted to make the video. And I just left the grocery store, and I refuse to run back out just to get a pack of gloves, so I had to match them. Oh yeah, coconut oil is in here too. That's good for the skin. Skin, hair, all kind of stuff. Okay, now I'm going to check because I put that hot oils with the cool. Boom, right at 85. That's exactly what I want to do. So now I can't waste much time. It's going to start getting actually hotter and thicker. Yeah, without further ado, I'm going to start adding some sugar little bit by little bit. Constantly stirring. Do not stop stirring. If you try something similar to this at home. And I use 30 grams of sugar because I actually want it to be thick. You can lessen the sugar and make it more like a body polish. But that's not what I was going for. It's getting thick. I don't know if you guys can see. But that's what you want. That's all that goodness mixing and blending with that sugar. And you see how the oil is not sticking, floating on top. It's blending with my sugar mixture here. Now I'm not going to get rid of this bowl because I'm doing colors, so more than one color. And just set it to the side while I stir it and get it well incorporated. Okay, at this point, I'm going to add my fragrance oil, which is my birthday cake fragrance. It's going in there. All right, I also have a little bit of poly to make sure colors blend and don't stick. And then I'm going to take a little bit of preservative and actually put in there. And it's not, because I don't want to be one of the all-natural people, but you got to think your germs start developing from the time that oil and water hit, right? So if that's the case, and you have a shower product and you don't do anything to combat those oils, those bacteria are growing and you're rubbing it into your skin. So at the risk of some people not buying my product because they might say, oh, well, she put that in there to, you know, preserve it longer. It's not, because, you know, I don't understand that people want to be 100% natural. I'm just saying I can make you some scrubs and you may have to keep them in the fridge. I can make them all the way natural where I don't even use a synthetic fragrance oil. But right here, right now, it's seeming like I would prefer to just go ahead and give you a finished product that even if you had a mistake and put your wet hands in it, or, I mean, well, you have to scoop it out, but, and I'm not to the place where I can sell the scoops with the scrub yet. I already seen the kind I want. And I think y'all will love it. All right, I'm going to split this. It's very well blended, and it smells like cake with icing in here. I probably should have before I made this. All right, just separate a little bit. Okay. Some in this one. See how it looks, guys? But that's sugar scrub. And it's going to set up a little bit more. Now, y'all know me, I like bright colors, so I'm about to go in with these colors on y'all. I want pink in there, because I wanted to match this bombs I made. Okay, now that that's done, I'm going to go back to mixing well. And it's okay to go from color to color just as long as you're going from your light one to the dark one. You guys remember the color wheel from art class? I took so much years of art between all my years of school, but what I think I want to do. What I'm going to do is add a little more sugar. Hold on. Okay, guys, I took a quick, I cut out the recording for a second so I could run and measure out some more sugar and quickly mix it in. These are the type of jars I'm going to use. They're little 4-ounce jars. I love these jars. I've been using them ever since I think I started making beauty products like about, I always say 10 years, but I started like 19 and now I'm 38. So it's a lot more years, but I love these little things. And they've already been sprayed with alcohol and, you know, left to dry. And, let's see. Yeah, so they're good and sanitized. Now, if you don't want to use alcohol when you're making products, you can always do your bleach mixture where you put more, like 8 ounces of water and you take like a cap full of bleach or whatever and spray everything down. Because before I got started, I had to spray my spoons, everything. So you want to be being careful. Like I said, you don't want stuff growing in your stuff. All right, I'm going to start pouring. I think it's going to get messy because this stuff does get thick. But I'm going to try to make it work. If I scoop it, might go better. Sorry for that noise. Okay, guys, that's the first batch into the jars. All right, y'all, I had to pause again because I had, like I said, I didn't do this recipe that many times. So I was not aware that I needed as many jars as I now have. So I had to go sterilize jars and hope the mixture didn't freeze up on me and do nothing crazy while I was taking that time. And then after I filled them up, I went on and cleaned up or whatever. So these are pretty much where they just have to set. You see still a little wiggly. I don't know if y'all can see it. But it sets up and it gets semi-solid type. And once that happens, then I'll be ready to add my tops. I'm going to alcohol these all down and then I'll be ready to do that. I'm sorry for the noise, but I don't know how to quietly get tops. So, let's see. And it's that 91% rubbing alcohol, not the... But I guess the regular one work is good. But I try to get the strongest one. And you can usually get it from anywhere from a Dollar General to CVS. And then if you can't get that, like I said, I would do a bleach mixture to make sure my stuff is, you know, going to be safe and everything. Okay, guys, I stopped the camera again for a little while so that I could let them set up and everything. And I decided last minute that I want to try to see if I could do a demo for you real quick. Sorry. Demo for you real quick. I didn't think I was going to be able to do it at halftime, but they did set up and get around to about a room, well, cool, a little bit cooler than room temperature. And I just want to show you kind of what they're all about because they're not exactly the same as your traditional scrubs. So let's see. I got some water here. I got to do it this way. I'm not in the bathroom this time. And here's the scrub, right? That we just made. And you see how once it starts solidifying, there's no oil on the top. You can do this with my body scrubs. Now, like I said, if it was my polish, you can't. Because it would ooze. Like this is moving, but it's such a slow move. It's a different type of consistency, see? And I'm going to keep this for personal. I don't want anybody to panic. My gloves are off and this is going to be mine. But you see how once you start working it, yeah, them oils and stuff get warm and they come right on your hands or whatever. But the thing about it is there's no extra oil dropping off. Nothing like that. I'm sorry. So I'm going to just take a little bit of it and I'm going to show you how. And you put this aside, out of water. So even if you're in the shower, just put it to the side. I'm going to just take a little bit. And you just rub it in like you would any other scrub. You guys use scrub. I probably should have wet my hand first, but I just want you to see some stuff first. I'll add a little bit of water to it. I just want you to kind of see it as is right now. See how that goes on? That coconut oil, olive oil, shea butter, all that goodness in there. And you're going to rub it into your skin. Get all them knuckles and stuff. I'm going to do my other hand. And you can do this too. Did y'all hear my knuckles pop? And it rinse off so smooth. It's not hard or nothing. It's not sticking to you. So without running water, my hands are clean. And they're soft and moisturized. It's more like a lotion feel instead of the grease feel. But I like both scrubs, so I'm not downing either one. I'm going to make some oatmeal ones that are the regular way, actually, pretty soon. And nothing's absolutely wrong with that kind either. It depends on your preference of how much moisture you want and what do you want going into your skin. But it didn't leave a lot of oil, so you probably even use this in your tub. Colors aren't bright. It rinses right off. I just use the bright colors because I think it's pretty. So guys, we have the birthday cake, 4-ounce emulsified sugar scrub made by Chrissy. It's going to be uploaded to the website soon, www.chrissyscandles.com. You can also follow me on Snapchat. I think I'm Miss Chrissy 88, and on Twitter, Miss Chrissy, Facebook, of course. Y'all have me here. So like and share. Thank you so much for spending time with me.